Hi lovies! Hi everybody! It's your Filipino Petite here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I will try to answer a foreigner questions. Can a foreigner be happy when he retire here in the Philippines? But before that, to all newbie here, I hope you consider to like and subscribe. And not only that lovies, you can also click the notification bell down below so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new vlogs. Thank you so much, as well as with my current subscribers. A never-ending thank you because you always support my content. Okay, so since a lot of you are asking me through emails about what to expect when you retire here in the Philippines after 5 years, some of you said that you want to come here and move to the PH after 2 years or next year. Yeah, I will tell you first in this vlog how Filipino people live, okay? Of course, the cost of living in the cities are much higher than if you want to live in the provinces. Although there are so many foreigners that are married to a Filipina and they are living in a subdivision type of houses in Cavite, Laguna, Batangas, Manila, or Quezon City, there will be so many foreigners there. Yes, they can really afford the lifestyle and I think they are doing okay. So that's the truth that I can see whenever I am going to Manila and see a lot of foreigners with their families. I think they have a good life here. I think they are happy. Although I cannot say that Philippines is perfect place for everyone and this is a good option for you guys, but this is what I can say about it. So if ever you want to move here in the Philippines, I think you don't need to be married to a local Filipinas just for you to have a visa. You can apply for a specific visa for foreigners who wants to live here in the Philippines for at least 1 year or maybe few months just to see if it really fits for your standard. Okay, so let's say you want to retire here after 5 years, but you wanted to check if the places here in the Philippines is fit for you. So you have to have the list of places that you can visit first and then decide later. Do not sell everything you have, like your house, your car, and you only have your luggages and then move to the PH because you hear from someone that the Philippines is a good country. So don't do that, okay? You have to be ready, especially your budget. This is what I always say to foreign people who ask me, is to be prepared with your budget, because I think at first it will be super expensive for you. It will be very expensive for those who wants to, like the first timer here. I mean, you don't know anything yet, so you need a lot of budget. You need to be prepared, guys. So I have a friend that they moved to the PH with the husband and the 4 kids, but then after 9 months they moved back to the US because of the COVID-19. So they said that, okay, we wanted to live in the Philippines but not this time. They already sell their house, their car, their tables. So by the time that they came back there in the US, they need to start all over again. I mean, buy everything. By the way, one thing that you need to be prepared also is to experience the heat. So you all know that we are a tropical country. That means we will have always the humid, the rain, and the typhoon, which I think some of you haven't experienced in your life. If you have the sturdy house, that's for sure, it can hold even the strongest typhoon, so you will not have any problem. Unlike if you have the houses like this, and you are living in the province, you choose to have a kind of province houses, then it can hold typhoon, but you will be wet. Speaking of humidity, I think that's one of the problem because, you know, it's really hot in here. We are consist of 7,000 plus islands and the ocean is everywhere. So anywhere you go, there will be ocean here. You can drive for at least like 25 minutes only and then you will reach the good beach with your family, hang out there like the whole day, bring food and then enjoy. I mean, Philippines has a slower pace of life. So if you think that you want that kind of life, you want to live this busy life wherever you are right now, then I think Philippines is the best choice. Because here, guys, for those who are asking me what are the amounts and the cost of living, if you are living in the city, of course, the expenses are also high because all the things that you will see are already there. Restaurants, shopping malls, stores, grocery stores, and hypermarkets. So yeah, that's the difference. If you want and if you prefer to live in the city here in the PH, then you can choose and you can have the list of the cities that you want to visit first and choose eventually. If you want to have a province life, this is really good because you know what, guys, as long as you don't have any debt at all, then you are good to go to live in the province. I mean here, okay, let's say first our life as a Filipino. So you all know that we have this not so sturdy house, and I am planting so many vegetables, so many crops in my backyard, and I have a lot. I mean, I can harvest every day, I can have food every day, and I can eat like any type of food I want because I don't need to buy all the time. So I think if you want to live here, you can also do that. You can buy like a not so big property and build a house, buy your car, of course. You can plant the vegetables too. That's one alternative that I can tell you if you want to have a good life here. So the only difference that we might have is that you will have a sturdy house, but for me, I'm not. Because this is the typical house that you might see if you want to live in the province. And you know what, lovies? Speaking of like the lifestyle, the only thing that you will not see in the provinces are the good restaurant, good choices of good food, good restaurant that you can see in the cities. So that's one thing that you might miss because you know, let's say you came from America, you have a lot of options. There will be a lot of good restaurants and good food there. But here in the provinces, although you can find some restaurant in the city, it will not be like a lot of option for you. So that's one thing you need to be prepared. If you are a foodie person, you will like, you know, be stuck in the house and then learn how to make that food for you and for your family. Let's say your burgers, pizzas. It's funny because, you know, we called McDonald's as McDonald's. So yeah, you may not find McDonald's here, and you need to drive for like an hour before you can find a store of McDonald's. How much do you think it will cost if you want to live comfortable in the Philippines? No one knows because if you are the type of families who wants to travel all the time, it will cost a lot and it will like we will talk a lot of money with that. But if you want to have a simplistic lifestyle, you have everything, your house, your car, you can drive, you have your gas. If you have the $3,000, then you are considered as rich here. That's true, guys. I'm not really sure if $3,000 is too much for you if you are a family of 6 or 7. But here, as long as you have the shelter, you have the insurance and everything, then 3,000 or below that will be a good amount for you. Because, I mean, we have a simpler life here. So because there are not too much competition here, and if you live in the province with your family, people will look at you as someone that is rich. Okay? They know that you are a foreigner. Even let's say you have a $2,000 amount, it is considered as more than enough. Even if you have the 5 kids and you are a family of 7, it will be more than enough for you guys as long as you know how to budget your money. You want to go shopping and you cannot find the items that you can find in your country, then you can just, once a month you can go to Manila and then look for a lander shop. That's where usually I saw people that are shopping groceries. You can find a lot of stores in Manila where you can buy everything you need once a month, and that's it. If you really miss the food in the US, so that's what you will do. You will see a lot of big supermarkets, hypermarkets here with everything. I mean, eventually I think you will adapt on the lifestyle and the kind of living here in the Philippines. So if you have kids, there are so many private schools here which are not so expensive, I think, just like how you will send your kids to a private school in the US. Even here, guys, we have the good school system, and you will not have any hard time talking to Filipino people because, as you all know, the English language is our second language here. So everyone could understand. They can speak like one praise or sentence, but at least they can understand you. You will not have any hard time talking to Filipino people. That's one good thing here. Anyway, for all the small details, small things that you might find it unusual if you want to move here, we will talk about that on our next vlog. Right now, we just only talk about the lifestyle, about the cost of living, and I gave you some idea on what amount it is good to live here in the Philippines. Probably if you are a family of 4, then $2,000 would be good. As I've said, if you are not renting, if you have the house, if you have the car, you have the insurance, then $2,000 would be more than enough for you. So if you are a family of 7, let's add some, maybe $3,000. And I'm not really sure, guys, if it's true, but my friend, she said that they are living for at least $10,000 a month. I'm not sure why. Maybe they are sending their kids to private schools. That is why the amount is so huge. So I'm not sure if that's true. Comment down below if it's really possible to live on a $10,000 a month. For Filipino people, by the way, even if we have like 10 kids, 8 kids, we have no problem because Filipinas are good in budgeting. As long as you didn't meet a kind of Pinay that is materialistic, then you are good. Okay? And yeah, some Filipinas here, some families would have like 10 kids, 8 kids, and they are living on a $4 a day kind of life. So imagine that, guys, because we are used of like a poverty. That I think some people of you always call me like that I am living in poverty, which is true. We are used to that, guys. I'm not shy and I don't want to hide or keep that from you. So I am upfront and honest with you all. Okay, lovies, so we have a long video now. We will talk more about the living in the Philippines, especially in the provinces, because I think if you want to retire, then you will choose provinces life here. Okay, thank you so much, lovies. I have to end this video, and yes, a never-ending thank you to everyone. Bye and have a good day.